Hey everyone, Sherwood Small Pets here. So I've got a plate of cat grass here to give to the pigs, but I also have probably one of the most exciting videos that I've ever filmed, ever. A whole whack of information that's going to be given to you in this this video that's coming up. So just stay tuned, bear with me if it's a little long, but it was far too much fun information to give you in 3 separate videos. I couldn't do that to you, or me, mostly me. But without further ado, let's check out the pet room. What? Everything's different. So we'll start here. And yes, the boys have finally moved in. So I'm just going to close the door so we can keep the sounds. Alright, that was way more difficult than it needed to be. There's LJ. So remember how I told that I was doing a different cage? This is it. I've been caught. So, this is the boys' new cage. It is exactly the same dimensions as the girls. It's significantly wide. You'll notice that even if you just look at their kitchen area, how much different it looks. It gives the boys so much more, it gives them more surface area than they had before. Trust me, I did the math like 4 times. And they are so much happier in here. They don't push everything out of the way. They don't toss like their cozies because they don't have to. It's fantastic. What are you 2 buggers doing? Look at them, just dying, clearly. Totally dying. Starved for attention. Yep, totally. Beyond dead. It's amazing they're alive. Yeah, nice try. So the boys are in this DIY cage, pretty much the exact same as the method that I did the girls, so I didn't bother with a DIY video. The only difference was I used these along the bottom and on the inside rather than aquarium glue because we actually couldn't wait the day to let it sit because we had to move them all in one day because the heat in the basement went, so we had to move them. And it was way more rushed than I wanted it to be. So there are going to be some tweaks made to it. But until then, this is it. I'm extremely happy with it. The only problem was it's wider than a straight 2 grids. So our liners don't all quite match up. Whatever. Guinea pig problems. As you can hear, guinea pig problems. So below here, this is just their storage. So it's part of their storage shelf that we cut it in half. And then just their hay, or the bin of hay. We have the box in the thing, but it's easier just to keep it out in smaller containers. Just laundry, super exciting. My favorite garbage can ever. Over here, we just have, I'm growing green bell peppers here. I'm actually growing some things successfully. Their grass is out in the... Hi, baby. Their grass is out in the kitchen because it's too big of a tray. But this is just like a miscellaneous dresser. The food's in here. This is a dying Lilo. That's Sir, the succulent. Okay, I'm giving the boys their grass first because they deserve it. I don't know why they deserve it more than you, but they waited for some reason. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but whatever. Alright, let's give you guys some cat grass. Some in here. So they get cat grass almost every day now, just as not a lot, but they get it just for the freshness of it all. What did you get on your face? It's also pretty exciting because as of this week, we'll have had Robin Hood in our lives for 2 years. We were supposed to foster him, as you guys know. He was a foster failure within a number of hours. But then he went and spent the summer with Piggles and then came back to us in September, and then we adopted Little John. But this marks the week that we officially failed at fostering our first guinea pig. And so then we've just got a bunch of fun stuff on the walls because we've got Edison lights, which I would have had on, but I don't know why they're not on, but whatever. And then we've got just the wall of pigs. That's a very big work in progress. Then we've got their bar, and oh, what is this? What is this? Dying guinea pigs. I should add that Nutmeg is going to her new home. She is has been paired up with a neutered male, so we're very, very happy about that. Although I miss her because I'm not supposed to pick favorites, but she was kind of my favorite. Over here, babes. The cat grass is in here. Here, it's right over here. There's gonna be a couple more changes to the room. Gus is getting a new cage, which is awesome. So excited. It's gonna be very experimental though. I'm not sure if he's gonna like it, so I thought I'd film this now rather than whatever. So the girls are being too tanky to even bother saying hello. But the girls' cage, this part is the same. Up there we've just got their supply rod and stuff that we got at IKEA. And then over here, this is all just their storage stuff under here. And then over here is Gus, of course. Loving life. And then I'm just gonna pause the video for 1 second. We've got more storage stuff under here that needs a shelf still. 1 sec. And this right here is an expansion onto the girls' cage. So in a couple of months, the girls' cage is going to be 110 inches by 32, I think is the dimensions, the proper ones. Here, Lilo. I think Gwen kicked you out of the cat grass, did she? There you go. Just have the rest. So it's going to be the whole, pretty much the whole wall. But you ask, what is in this part? So right now, this is kind of the fun, different kind of weird, it's going to need its own video eventually kind of thing. But this moving fuzz, hello, this, let's just see if I can get a better angle on her, is our tank Bambi. So Bambi is a merino. She comes from the same person that we got Lilo from. She was given to us we're gonna try this whole guinea pig show thing with her, just for fun, see if it's for us, if we like it or not. So we're gonna grow her coat out just for the one show season, and take her with us when we go to shows. That's why we have this cool pouch thing. I'm gonna do a whole video on it because it needs its own video, but yeah, we're gonna try showing her. The first attempt is going to be 2 weekends from now, so the 21st. It's a big convention. So yeah, so she's gonna right now she's in quarantine. That's why it's all sectioned off. But we're going to have not 3, but 4 girls in this giant enclosure soon. I was gonna keep that part a secret, but I figure what the hell. We're adopting Gwen's mom. Gwen's mom is getting retired, so she needs a home, and we thought, why not take her in, because her daughter is the greatest thing ever. So we are adopting Gwen's mother. So we are literally going to have 4 mops in one cage, but this is Bambi. So a merino, let's see if here, hold on. So she's actually probably the calmest guinea. As I say that, she runs away. She's not too fond of the camera. Hold on. But, so she spends about an hour out of her cage every day. The thing that makes her a merino, not a Texel, is she's got the curly hair. But she has a little crest on top of her head. See that? So her color is a solid silver. She's so funny. She actually has almost bluey eyes. If you guys can... I have no idea if you're going to be able to... You can see them, but they're bluey around on the outside, which is really, really cool. She's a tank. Lila was 185 grams when you guys met her, when she was 4 weeks old, or 3.5 weeks old. She's 3.5 weeks and 320. She's already almost half of Lilo's weight, so it's actually quite funny. She's got a lot of sass, but she's also really, really calm when she's out of her cage. She's still getting very used to her surroundings, but she will be living eventually with my girls. But I'm going to post lots of cool information on showing, because it's going to be a very new learning experience for us as well. There you go, baby. But it's not like weird, there's nothing cruel about it, so it's actually just a lot of really, really nice people. But yeah, so we now have the trifecta of curly pigs. We have one of each of the curly available curlies in Canada. So it's really neat, and we're balancing out a show pig with, like I said, an adoption of an older pig, which I really enjoyed doing both. I think that's cool, a nice balance. Both both groups that I represent, so Piggles and the Ontario Cavy Club, are going to be at the Canadian Pet Expo in Toronto. So if you're in Ontario, I highly, highly recommend you come on Saturday, April 4th. I'll be there all day. She'll be there. Piggles will be there. A bunch of my other friends will be there. It's gonna be such a great time. I'll put another video up of that when I do the convention one. But I'm babbling, but I just thought I'd give you guys the opportunity to see how cute she is. She's a doll. We are having a lot of fun with her. Oh my God, Gus moved. How dare he? But my girls know that somebody's here. There's plexiglass right through here. So eventually the next step will be to remove the plexiglass so they can sniff and talk to each other. But this is just, typical quarantine. But yeah, let me just show you, hold on. Just so you can get the idea of just how big the cage is gonna be. So that's what it's gonna look like soon. I'm so pumped. Then we've got the boys. So this is the pet room. I can't even fit it all, whatever. But I am beyond excited about it. I'm so glad to have all my pigs in one room, in one space. And just to give you guys a heads up, we went through a lot of the, oh my God, is it gonna cause my boys to fight? I've never seen my boys get along better than when I brought them in here. They didn't even notice. I don't think they realized that what the girls were. They have the plexiglass, and there's like 5.5 feet of space in between them. So that I think definitely helped. Plus they have a lot of their own space. So actually the ones that seemed to notice the change the most was the girls. I don't think they could figure out, they're like, why on earth? They were both, like all 4 of them were like, what is that weeking? Robin Hood actually would send out individual weeks to see like if he was hearing an echo almost. That's what it looked like. Because he'd send out one and be like, anyone? Anyone? And then Gwen would respond. And he was like, what is that? Because they've never been around other pigs. Whereas the girls are used to the fosters. Oh, and the foster girls are in the living room for better socializing because Cinnamon needs a lot of work still. But yeah, so all this crazy hoopla is our pet room. Like I said, there's more changes coming in the next, like this month. The March and early April is literally going to be the best month ever. I am beyond excited. So stay tuned. I'm going to post a video just on Bambi, just so you guys can all get to know her. I'll film that tomorrow in the bright light because it's nighttime now. But yeah, so excited. Thanks for bearing with me and all my bambling, and I apologize if it's too super long, but I'll try and edit what I can. But whatever. Anyways, it's been Sherwood Small Pets with all of my wonderful pigs and Gus, of course, saying thank you so much for watching. I hope you're as excited as I am, and we'll see you all real soon. Okay, thanks, bye.